All right, 7:30 San Diego. It's KGB, the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Radio Show. If you saw the piece on Channel 10 last night, let me hear from you. 888-570-1015. We've got some interesting emails from people who witnessed my performance on the golf course yesterday. Brett Lawrence from Channel 10 came out and filmed this. We had a couple of young whippersnappers who were on some junior golf championship team who wanted to call us out. One was Christopher, who is in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the youngest child ever to have a hole-in-one. And Brandon was the other one who joined him, 5 and an 8-year-old.
Wow.
Who called us out and said that they could beat us and gave us 25 strokes and all this other nonsense.
Helping out the old men.
The funny thing about it was, it was so funny. We're golfing with these kids, and every time we would miss, they would cheer with delight and laugh at bad shots.
Look at that.
Yeah, just wild, gleeful cheers with delight and boo and hiss every time we made a good shot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you guys did play golf.
Not quite.
Oh, really?
Although I'm thinking that might be the way to go.
Bad idea.
Bill, how you doing?
Good, Dave. How are you?
Good. You saw the piece?
Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. Pretty funny. I liked how the kid was calling you dirtbag. And
Kid called me dirtbag.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
They didn't show the part where I snuck up behind him while he was teeing off and gave him a nice little wedgie. He wasn't walking straight for a while.
They showed you run over his golf ball in the cart, though.
Well, what are you going to do? Whatever.
They're children.
Hey, you know what? They're competitors, Ruth.
You're supposed to be setting an example.
The hell with that. We got enough people setting examples in this world. They don't need me doing it.
Well, look at what bad sportsmanship they have. They're calling you names and laughing at you.
Hey, they were laughing at us, calling us names, blah, blah, blah. You know what?
What?
I am a peace-loving man. But if you fire a shot off my bow, be ready for war. Because I'm not just going to sit there and take it.
So in other words, they started it.
It's in the Constitution.
Right. That's the defense. They started it, so then you can do dirty tricks right back to them.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. It's in the Constitution.
Embarrassing.
Thank you, Bill. What do you mean embarrassing?
Embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
Act like that for 8-year-old children?
It was a child who called me out.
He called him dirtbag.
David, what's going on, dude?
Hey, not much. How you doing, Dave?
Good.
Hey, I just wanted to say those kids were really good. I saw the segment on TV last night, and the one boy that chipped in off the green has a pretty good touch.
He chipped in for like a 12 or something like that. Big deal.
Hey, that's better than what I can do, and I'm sure he did better than a Bromowitz.
I'll tell you what, it was Brandon who had chipped in. That kid has a short game with that wedge. I mean, he's magic with that wedge.
He did look real good.
I think he missed 2 fairways all day. He was a wizard getting out of the bunkers and chipping around the green. The kid's got a touch. I mean, I found myself watching him going, all right, let me see his technique here. Because he's really good.
Yeah, this kid is going to go far.
He has Mickelson abilities around the greens. It was really good.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
You bet. Take
See
care.
you later. Here is the tape, Shell, so you can enjoy this. And you see if you think, hey, you know what? I played fair. According to what they were doing to me.
If you're comfortable with it, that's all that counts.
Tiger Woods saw success at an early age. Well, there's a couple of San Diego youngsters out there that just might be on his tail. This morning, KGB Radio was challenged to a game of golf by the two. Now, once you see how old they are, you would think it'd be an easy win. Photojournalist Brett Lawrence found out that was definitely not the case.
You know, who golf here on a regular basis called us out, and we're calling my friend here names like, Sissy and Wiener, and we don't take to that.
Get over it. Yeah.
Big deal. Come on, get down.
Come on, Dave, get a good shot in your panty wipe.
They called me a panty waste. Pardon me. Hope we get a good shot here, you little brat.
Tee off.
There's the chip in.
Right on the, oh, my God.
How's that, your dirt bag?
Dirt bag? Yeah, that's a good shot you got there, Chris. Right over the ball. I don't think it went out. Well, hang on. I think I see it here. Move along. Yeah, I do that too.
Now, we have to be fair and say the KGB won.
That's right. The KGB.
Wait a minute. I think there was more to that.
There is, but I just want us all to relish in that.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you better have. Beat a couple of children.
I'd like to see you beat them.
Well, I don't play golf, Dave.
Well, then zip it, sister. I mean, you dismiss it like, oh, a couple of children.
They're kids.
So what? I'd like to see you beat them.
But aren't you embarrassed relishing kicking the ass of two children?
He called him a dirtbag and a pantywaist. And
Excuse me. You know, at the end of the Super Bowl, when the Chargers came up just short
yeah.
against the 49ers, at the end of the World Series, when the Padres came up just short to the Yankees, did you see Derek Jeter out there going, oh, you know, it was just the Padres? No, they were pouring champagne on each other.
Oh, the World Championship.
They were throwing
Dave.
around This is the World Championship to me and
That
Abramowitz.
kid has a hell of a drive.
They were throwing out $1 million bills to hookers. They were partying. They were getting fire trucks and chicks. It was a victory.
Damn it.
You are not a competitor. You don't understand how these things work.
You're right, I'm not.
All right, then. Here's the rest of the tape now.
All right.
About those little kids.
They should have kicked those guys.
Well, they're not even as big as the club is.
Oh, big deal.
Chipping in there.
They're going to be phenomenal. They're 6 and 8 years old.
Oh, Dave did a good job too, though.
Yes, that's right,
Throwing the
Carol.
bone burger.
Who's the reporter?
Julie Brauman, I think.
Oh.
Julie
She's the
Broman.
news sportscaster,
She's the
isn't
news
she?
sportscaster, but it was
Oh,
Rhett Lawrence who
sports
came out.
Yeah.
And Rhett, God bless him, he followed us around for 17 holes.
Jeez. That man is dedicated.
Yes, he is, and he's a good journalist, and he got some of my better moves, like when I drove over little Christopher's ball.
Are you proud of yourself?
What was the in the weeds ball dropping from your pants?
Well, whatever. It's
What?
a little trick I picked up from the James Bond movies.
You know, here's what I have noticed. I am playing the game all wrong. I didn't know you could do that kind of thing. My score is going to go down drastically.
Brandon, I kept trying to get him. You know, he had a nice shot into. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Health, Mommy.
Parents are out there taking care of him. Brandon, are you there? Brandon?
He doesn't want to talk.
He doesn't want to talk? I wouldn't either if I had my ass kicked, but whatever.
I dragged him out of bed. I'm like, you're on the radio. Come on, you got to talk.
Yeah, did he see himself on Channel 10 last
Yeah,
night?
it was awesome. They did such a great job.
How about that chip in that they
I
showed?
could not. I brought tears to my eyes. It was incredible.
A special moment for you.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun with him, and he took my kidding well. He and I both hit into a bunker on a par 3. Did he tell you about this?
No.
Yeah, he and I both hit into a bunker on a par 3, and I snuck up there real quick before him, and I smashed his ball into the sand. And it's like just the last atom of the ball was showing on the top. And you should have seen his face when he got up to see how buried his ball was. He was like, I don't believe it. And then he saw my footprint. He goes, you cheated!
Yeah, he's very into the game and the rules.
Oh, yeah, he's totally into the rules. And then there was a par 5 that he hit up to nicely. Pin was tucked in the back right of the green, and he hit up into it nicely, kind of right next to my ball. And I asked him, I said, have you read the rule that says if you're playing a person who is 30 years or older than you, you have to kick your ball off the green? You're cheating! I said, you know, Brandon, you probably only read like the Dick and Jane rules. These are the adult rules. No, you're cheating!
No, you can't mess with this kid.
He knows the rules back and forth.
He does.
Back and forth.
Thanks
Great.
for doing that. It was so great.
Glad to do it now. Did you get a videotape of this thing last night?
I had everybody in San Diego County taping this thing.
Yeah. You got to send that to all the, grandparents and uncles and sisters and
Yes.
things like that. He's a good player.
He is. He's great.
He tied Abramowitz.
Like, he
Flat
didn't
out
beat
scored.
him.
98 to 98.
Which is an Abramowitz miracle game.
I know. I
Abramowitz played out of his ass.
Really?
Is that good?
Yes.
Big time.
98,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
98 to
Brandon had an
98.
off day.
That's your basic 52-point shave.
I'm sorry, Brandon had an off day?
Yeah, that was an off day.
Because Abramowitz played 10 times better than he could ever play in his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Brandon had an off day.
What does Brandon usually shoot there?
I think his best is an 89.
That's pretty good.
Oh, my God.
I had a 91, and I didn't have my best day.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
90s is not your best.
My
day.
fiance took him out to Singing Hills with 8 of his buddies, and he beat them all.
Oh, my God.
And they were playing skins, so of course Brandon comes home with all.
How
the
much?
I think it's only 50 cents a hole.
I can't even get Abramowitz to play for 50 cents a hole.
He doesn't have it.
Can we play for a quarter? I'm limping into Friday. It's not payday.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to get him on the phone and tell him.
Ding, 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 ding. He had an off day.
He plays for higher stakes than you do, you douchebag.
He was willing to give me all these strokes. I didn't need it. Ding, 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 ding. I tied the little whippersnapper, and I felt pretty darn good last
You
night.
tied an 8-year-old?
Big deal, Ruth.
And you know what? The little kid, we kicked his ass.
Clobbered them all over the place.
You are horrible.
We cleated these little guys in the rear ends all over the place. Ding, 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 ding.
God.
It's another world championship for Bromwich and me. I got to tell you something now. Twice now we've been called out to team up and tee off against each other.
Right.
First time was with the program director of KFMB Radio, Dave Sniff, and I forget who Dave brought along as his partner.
It was Roy Robertson.
One of his flunkies, one of his cronies,
And we took those chicks down.
and we kicked their ass.
We took those chicks.
We did. We took them down, and now we get called out. And what is the team that Brandon's on?
With the team?
He's up for consideration of some kind of junior golf.
It's Junior World.
Junior World.
Right. So
The world.
This guy is going for a world championship. He's basically the Lennox Lewis of golf. He's the Tony Gwynn of golf.
Yeah.
He's the other guy of golf. And we kicked his ass. And
I feel very good about it.
and Brandon and Christopher were harder to beat than the KFMB guys.
And you know what? I got home last night, and I was making some phone calls, and everybody I was talking to was, don't you feel bad?
No!
Your kid's 8 years old. Big deal.
You tied an 8-year-old.
I'd like to see you do it.
I'd like to definitely see you do it, Ruth.
I'd like to see anybody else beat these kids. And then you know what? We're we're having our victory martinis.
Yep.
And what are they having? Cherry Cokes?
They were out practicing, whatever. They don't know how to play. You know, they finish the game, they go back out.
They don't know the rules.
They don't. You have a martini when you're done. And they come in and and I think it was Brandon said to us, we'd like to challenge you guys to a rematch at the Presidio Golf Course. You know what we said to them?
What?
No! We are
your shot.
retiring as the champions.
You babies.
You
On
had your
with you!
chance.
Be away with you!
Goodbye, Brandon.
Yes. They challenge us to a rematch, and we refuse.
Oh.
Hey, you get one shot at it, and if you don't do it, move on. Move on. One shot, and it's over.
That's right.
I'm feeling pretty darn good today. I don't know about you, Dave.
Oh, tip-top, world champs.
Yep.
Once again.
2-0.
You played just fine yesterday, Brom.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you played really well, too.
Thank you very much.
We actually tied each other on the back nine.
Yes, tied. I finished with a 91. Abramovich with a 98.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do different, Bromy, that you had so much confidence?
I don't know.
I think it was the pressure because we had both Brandon and Christopher's parents and some grandparents out there.
Oh, really?
Then we had a reporter from the North County Times
And a photographer.
and a photographer with a lens about as long as a 3-foot Subway sandwich.
That's
on it.
not intimidating.
And Channel 10.
Right.
God.
We had like 6 carts in our group.
Yeah.
And everyone's watching every move, and I hate that.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
What got me was like some of the people that actually worked there. Some of the marshals would come over and go, "Hey, that kid's pretty good. Hey, what about my putting there, mister?" Yeah, well, you know, how old is that kid? And one guy asked Christopher for his autograph.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Hey, Sonny.
That's gotta hurt.
Move on.
And then like one of the marshals is like, how much are they rating you by? And I said, I think we've actually got them by a couple strokes. He goes, a couple, that's all? It's like, hey, Pops, why don't you change your diaper, put a club in your hands, and see if you can do it.
Yeah, you get out here.
It's so easy to critique because they're
That's
children.
right. Yeah, I know.
You know?
I know.
Hey, they're world champion children.
They didn't understand the challenge that we went through and how tough it was, but we made it look easy. And these guys are making fun of us because, hey, the kid's 5 years old. Don't you feel bad?
And I'll tell you something else. I didn't roll out of bed at 8:30 and watch a little tin cup and have some milk and cookies. I was up at 4:30, toiling away, slaving over a hot microphone
Supporting your
for 5
family,
hours,
right.
earning the blood money to support my children.
And it is blood money.
And then I went out and kicked this little 5-year-old ass.
And I didn't go out and practice all day. I didn't practice all day like those guys did.
Yeah, and they've got a professional teacher out there.
Yeah.
At Riverwalk, they got a professional teacher. What's the guy's name?
Ken Bowman.
Ken Bowman. We don't have a professional
No.
teacher.
We don't.
Maybe you should get one.
We don't
need one.
Why?
They beat them. They're the champs.
What do you think the Niners did when they beat the Chargers? Oh, we're no good.
How long do you think it's going to take till they can kick your ass?
Never. Doesn't matter.
They
We're not
won't
going to
get
play them
another
again.
shot.
They
That's
won't
right.
get the chance.
You know, the best thing for you to do now is to introduce Carly to one of the boys because you need to get this kid in the family.
Well, that was another thing. Rhett Lawrence was out there, and his girlfriend was out there as well, and she's got a little 7 or 8 year old little blondie girl.
Yeah,
And I went over to her and offered $10 to go over and shake her stuff in front of the boys.
Did she hold out for 20, I hope?
Little Yanina, I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
here's a 10 spot. Go over there and talk those boys up a little bit, distract them."
You know what? Not only did we win the game of golf, we won the game of defeating them mentally because Dave would walk over behind one of those guys, a little 5-year-old, and go, "Huh? Too bad about Barney the dinosaur, huh? Did you hear about him?"
Yeah, I told her that Barney the dinosaur fractured a fetlock and they had to put him down.
What? The little kid's going, "What?" Oh, I hope you can make that 5-foot putt there.
Good luck, Johnny.
That's hitting below the belt.
Yeah, you know what? It's war, okay? It's war.
It's a game.
You know what, Ruth?
What?
We had 2 choices. We could have gone in there and kicked some junior ass, which we did, or we could have gone in there and lost and suffered the rebukes of being beaten by children. How would you guys have been flapping your gums this morning
Yep.
if we'd have lost?
Well, it's a different kind of laugh.
I mean, we'd be suffering the same indignations that Boyer gets here every Monday.
Exactly.
Well, you're in a no-win situation, David. I mean,
No, that's incorrect.
He did
well,
win.
One.
Yes, but you won, and now people are saying, "Well, they're only children. You beat the children."
That clangs right off my head. I don't even hear it.
And then if you lose, you got beat by children. You can't win.
No, we won. And I'm having T-shirts made up. We kicked their rear end.
You know what? We should have had hats waiting. Like they do at the end of a Good World Championship with a tag still hanging off them.
Yeah, yeah.
And where was the guy with the camera who's asking me what I'm going to do now? I'm going to Disneyland! And guess what, Brandon and Christopher? You're going home to do your homework. We are the champions.
We are.
I am the champion. No time for losing. 'Cause I am the champion. Come on. Of the world.
Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. We'll be right back. KGB.